This is NDTV. And you're watching NDTV Hindu.
Good evening, I'm Evelyn Matthew. The Queen Bee has spoken and she's all smiles about her army's new induction today. But what's really playing on Jayalalitha's and the AIADMK's mind in terms of alliances? The riddles are back and the tension for the polls are only beginning. But for us citizens, the city is only becoming more uncomfortable a place to live in, with almost a murder a day. Another gruesome one has been reported with the bodies packed into a suitcase. Before we get you all of those in detail, a look at the headlines now. Jayalalitha ends the speculation of a Congress alliance. She says she never mentioned it ever.
I have never said that there is an alliance between the All India AIADMK and the Congress.
Freebies will not turn into votes, says the Queen Bee. The AIADMK chief says she's determined to put an end to the DMK with her own tactics. The Deputy Chief Minister Stalin goes all out to defend the 2G auction proceedings and reinterprets the term laws.
இந்த தொகையை குறிப்பிட்டு சொல்லுகிற போது ஏதேனும் ஆதாரத்தோடு குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கிறார் என்று கேட்டால் கிடையாது.
It was on the CAG's documents. It is out on the streets of Kumbakonam now. The 2G spectrum and the big loot is showcased in an art attack. The suitcase murders are back in the state. A woman's head and a child's body are found in a trunk at Villipuram. It's a shelter for those dreaming of the wild, wild west. Visa worries can now continue under a canopy. And meet a man who's earned his spot in the League of the Extraordinary Gentlemen. We introduce you to the surgeon on wheels. Let's also quickly take a look at the rest of the day's news nationally. Changes in key eco-ministries. Jayapal is moved to the Oil Ministry. Kamal Nath moves to Urban Development and Praful to Heavy Industries. Sibil retains two key ministries, the HRD and Telecom, but MS Gill isn't as lucky. He's shunted to Statistics and Program Implementation. But the Prime Minister, Dr. Singh, says there will be bigger chances after the budget, calls the rejig just a minor shuffle. There are hardly any new kids on the block. Youngest entrant is 47-year-old KC Venugopal in the Power Ministry. Well, let's straight away head to the top political story in the state. The AIADMK chief, J. Jayalalitha, says today that she never mentioned that there would be an alliance with the Congress party. This comes on the back of around 7,000 people joining the party at its headquarters in Roypeta today. Amma addressed the press there and spoke about a lot of issues. First up, here's what she said on the alliance with the Congress, rather the lack of it.
I have never said that there is an alliance between the All India AIADMK and the Congress.
DMDK leader Vijaykanth has made it clear that he would work towards keeping DMK away from power. Has he approached you at all for any sort of talks?
I can't answer such questions at the moment.
Well, the AIADMK's General Secretary, who sported that constant smile throughout that press conference, also said that the DMK cannot bank on being voted back to power merely on the strength of its welfare schemes, striking specifically at the freebie campaign.
I will only say that no matter what kind of freebies have been given and no matter what kind of freebies are going to be announced by the DMK in future, all that will not work.
And senior correspondent Peer Muhammad joined us with more details from the AIADMK headquarters. Here's what he had to say.
The AIADMK seems to have changed its game plan for the time being, particularly because the AIADMK's plans to align with the Congress for the upcoming assembly elections is not working out. Also, the talks with the DMDK Chief Vijaykanth, that is also still going on, but without any conclusive progress. In fact, when asked about the alliance talks with Vijaykanth, she said no comments. That is a clear indication for the reports that the DMDK chief is asking for more seats, up to 50 seats, which the ADMK is not willing to give at this point of time, because the DMDK has just one assembly seat in the 2006 assembly elections. That is the argument put forth by the ADMK interlocutors, particularly Pollachi Jayaraman, who is in charge of the election wing of the ADMK. So there is no breakthrough in the alliance talks except for the left parties and the MDMK. The ADMK doesn't have any more allies with them. That is one reason they are trying to attract more people from the DMK and other parties into their fold. That is why they have attracted many, almost 2,500 people from Salem district alone, and an equal number from Coimbatore district, and from rest of the state another 2,000 people. The figure stands at 7,000. They say more people are coming into the ADMK. They say another set of people, almost 7,000 people will be joining the ADMK at the same party headquarters in the presence of Jayalalitha this Sunday afternoon, which is a clear indication for the changing strategy of the ADMK, particularly in the backdrop of they not getting more allies into their fold ahead of the assembly elections.
Meanwhile, in the ruling party's camp, MK Stalin has justified the 2G spectrum auction in a public meeting in Namakkal district last evening, saying that it was not a loss-making scandal. The Deputy Chief Minister reasoned that when a scheme is introduced by a state or a central government, the low prices are quite expected.
2G spectrum என்கிற அந்த விவகாரத்தை பொறுத்த வரையில மத்திய அரசினுடைய அந்த தணிக்கை செய்திருக்கக்கூடிய அதிகாரி சொல்லி இருக்கக்கூடிய செய்தி என்ன? 1,76,000 கோடி ரூபாய் இழப்பு என்று அந்த தணிக்கை அதிகாரி தன்னுடைய அறிக்கையிலே குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கிறார். ஆக இந்த தொகையை குறிப்பிட்டு சொல்லுகிற போது ஏதேனும் ஆதாரத்தோடு குறிப்பிட்டிருக்கிறார் என்று கேட்டால் கிடையாது. ஒரு அனுமானத்தின் அடிப்படையில் 1,76,000 கோடி ரூபாய் இழப்பு என்று ஒரு அனுமானத்தின் அடிப்படையில் இதை சொல்லி இருக்கிறார் என்று நமக்கு மிக தெளிவாக புரிகிறது. இன்றைக்கு அந்த துறையுடைய அமைச்சராக பொறுப்பேற்றிருக்கக்கூடிய மாண்புமிகு கபில் சிபில் அவர்கள் இதைத்தான் தொடர்ந்து வலியுறுத்தி வற்புறுத்தி சுட்டி காட்டுகிறாரா இல்லையா? அது மத்திய அரசாங்கமாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, மாநில அரசாங்கமாக இருந்தாலும் சரி, ஒரு திட்டத்தை நிறைவேற்றுகிற போது அது மக்களுக்கு எந்த அளவிற்கு லாபம் கிடைக்கிறது, அரசுக்கு என்ன லாபம் கிடைக்கிறது என்று கணக்கு பார்க்க கூடாது. அப்படி பார்த்தால் இன்றைக்கு நம்முடைய தமிழ்நாட்டிலே அன்றாடம் பயன்படுத்தக்கூடிய போக்குவரத்து கழகங்கள் தமிழ்நாட்டிலே செயல்படுத்தவே முடியாது.
Well, still ahead on headlines now, a huge rejig, but what's the theme of this major change? More on Manmohan's musical chairs up on the other side.